Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. This week we are doing something kind of cool, and I'm going to count down my top 5 favorite animes of all time. Now I've seen only a few animes, I haven't seen a ton of them. I've seen about 7 or 8 animes or so, give or take a few, and from the ones that I've seen, I'm going to tell you guys my top favorite animes out of all of those. Granted, yes, there are hundreds of thousands of animes out there that I still have yet to see and still want to see, but I can only watch so many animes at one time. So we're going to start off with the top of my list at number 5. And number 5, we've got Dragon Ball Z. Who could not forget Dragon Ball Z? I mean, look at these classics right here. You've got Frieza, that main bad guy. You've got Goku, the good guy, and all of his interesting skills, which I have technically noticed that he has a giant stomach. I don't think I could beat him at an eating contest. Number 4, we got Attack on Titan. And I gotta say, this anime was one of the weirdest and most just addicting animes that I have seen yet. It's, of course, you know, I won't do too many spoilers in case you haven't seen it yet, which I do highly suggest you guys checking out Attack on Titan. That is a good one. There's only one season though for it, because we're still waiting for season 2 to come out in 2015. Anyways, but Attack on Titan, you got these big Titan things that bust down these walls and beat stuff, and people get eaten and died, and there's swords and steel flashing and things falling, and it's quite interesting. Number 3. Now this one I haven't seen much of. I actually just started this series, and I've got to say it's really interesting, and it's quite a mystery. It's like a mixture of brains being jammed together in like this big mystery thing, and the third one is Death Note. I actually had this one recommended to me by my sister. I don't know if she's actually seen it yet, but I know she heard it from a friend, so I thought that was really good, so I thought I'd check it out. But basically the gist of it is, guy finds this notebook, and he can write names in it, and he can basically tell how people will die, and the Death Note will basically kill people. But the interesting thing is, he kills criminals for the better part of the world, and it's not exactly going as he planned, so it's just quite interesting and exciting. So the whole killing off criminals to be a positive thing ends up being a negative thing, and that's about as far as I've gotten, because I've only watched like 5 or 6 episodes of it, and they're only like 20 minutes each, so I can watch just a few in about a night. So number 2, this is gonna cover all of this series, FullMetal Alchemist. And if you have not seen that series, I have got to suggest that one to you. This covers, you know, FullMetal Alchemist that came out first, and then you have FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then of course that little mini movie. Or I guess it wasn't necessarily a mini movie, but it was a movie, FullMetal Alchemist, the Star of Milos or something like that. But it has to do with these two brothers that dabble in alchemy, blah blah blah. They can, you know, do stuff by clapping their hands and putting it on something, and it transforms into one other thing. And then, you know, you have the law of equivalent exchange and everything. The equivalent exchange of from one reaction to another reaction or something to that effect. I can't quite recall the whole thing, even though I've seen the trailer, or not the trailer, but the intro numerous times. I have a tendency to forget that stuff. I don't fully understand why though. It was really good. It was a long series, I will say that, but I'm just like, oh. And finally we come down to number 1, my all-time favorite anime series so far that I have seen. It is Sword Art Online. I started that series after I watched Attack on Titan, and I remember I was trying to figure out how to change the language from Japanese over to English, because I have that option from my Xbox 360. It's about these kids that get trapped in this gaming world, which, you know, and they have to fight through all these different levels, and they finally bust out, and when they finally bust out, you know, everyone's in a coma, at least, or something to that effect. It's close enough. Then they get trapped, and then they go into another gaming world to hopefully save this other person who is his girlfriend / wife who he married in the gaming world, and then he was determined to go find her in the real life world. It is extremely exciting, and the good news is that season 2 is actually airing right now. I haven't personally seen season 2, which I believe it's called Gale Art Online or something like that. It's supposed to be like one with guns this time. I haven't seen it yet, and I'm really anxious to see it. But if you guys have seen it, be sure to don't give me any spoilers, because I do want to see that without with it being spoiler free, please. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and I will see you guys again next week for another awesome video. And if you do have any animes you want to suggest me to watch, be sure to put them as a comment below this video and let me know that you have some really cool, awesome animes for me to watch. Alright guys, see you next week. Bye-bye! Hey guys, thank you for watching this week's video. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it, and if you did, hit that like button for me. And don't forget to subscribe so that way you don't miss any of my brand new gaming videos or vlogs coming up in the next few weeks. If you want to see some of my previous gaming videos, just click the box down below. And if you want to see my last vlog, hit this box right over here. And also, you can feel free to stalk me on any of my social networks down here in the lower corner. And I got all those here, and I'll be eventually adding more soon as time goes on. Thank you guys for watching this video again, and I'll see you guys next week.